What's up, Godzilla fans? Samson West here, and it is figure review time. First figure review of 2015. And I gotta say, I am stoked to talk about this thing. This is the figure that everybody in the X Plus community has been waiting for. It's the holy grail of holy grails of figure releases. And it's finally here. And it looks awesome. And if you saw my unboxing video, you saw I had a little bit of a catastrophic situation going on. But I fixed it. I rectified the situation. I glued the head back on, and I glued the one little horn back on, and it is on there. I'm not going to jiggle it too much, or else I will fuck it up, and that would suck. So yes, I have the X Plus 25 centimeter Rick Boy edition King Ghidorah. And you know what else I got? I have a burger, the cornerstone of any nutritious X Plus. That is a tasty burger. Hey, Ghidorah, want a burger? It's real good. No? Alright. Man, that is a tasty burger. You guys mind if I wash down this burger with some of your refreshing beverage? No? Alright. Refreshing. Now, food aside, let's go ahead and talk about the figure. This is an amazing toy. I got him just before 2014 ended. I think I got him on December 30th or so. Kind of a cool way to end the year, but not a cool way when the figure arrived broken. And everybody is seeming to get this figure in the mail broken. Rich Iso and me had the exact same problem. The middle head was broken off. One of his horns wasn't broken off on his, but on, there we go. On mine, it was. So that kind of sucked. But I've seen much worse. Some people get several heads that are broken off. And some people have the feet broken off because the legs do have a seam. And thankfully, nobody that I know has gotten one with a broken wing, because the wings are made of a different material. It's not hard vinyl like the rest of the figure. It's crap, I may be saying this wrong. It's not ABC, it's not, or PVC, it's like ABC or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But this stuff is sturdier, and since it's not made of vinyl, it's not going to droop. Because that's what we were all worried about, that these were going to droop. So, anyway, let's talk about the figure itself. Sculpt is amazing. It's just above... Crap, I don't have a ruler. I'm doing a terrible job at reviewing for you guys. I'm not doing it properly. But the wingspan is ginormous. As you can see, this thing could not fit in between my shelves, because these shelves that I have right here are approximately 12 inches apart from each other. Maybe just a little bit more. I think I can actually fit a ruler in between my shelves. And this thing is well over 12 inches. So I had to rearrange my shelves. And now he's on the very, very top shelf with the rest of my Destroy All Monsters lineup. You'll see that in a little bit. I'm going to bring out the whole damn set. I said whatever. I'm going to bring out the whole damn set so you can see what it looks like in that setting. So the toy is awesome. The heads are all amazing. They each have their own individual personalities to them. And it's a fucking awesome figure. Set them aside, and let's talk about these little suckers right here. I did get the Rick Boy version, like I said in the beginning. So I got the Flying Saucer and the Fire Dragon. And what's unique about the Fire Dragon is that on the inside of the fire, this is translucent orangey reddish vinyl, there is just another one of these. And if you look really closely, there is a seam that runs along the bottom of the Fire Dragon and along the top. This thing was glued together, obviously. I was looking at it closely going, how the fuck did they get that damn little thing inside of this damn little thing? And they fucking made it two pieces and damn! And that's what it is. So, yeah. Alright, let's talk about detail. I'm going to zoom in so you can see this thing better instead of me just yammering with this a good distance away. So, yeah, let's talk about detail. Alright, let's go into detail on this guy. You can already see, now that we're a little closer, some of the detail on this thing is insane. Like, just on the head, that right there is sick. And each head has... excuse me, each head, like I mentioned, has like an individual look to it. It has its own unique individual look, like a different personality. This one has its mouth super spread wide. Spread wide. Yeah. And each head looks ridiculous. If I can get inside the mouth, that is awesome right there. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but yeah, inside the mouth looks really good. The teeth are very well sculpted. Just the attention to detail on this thing is insane, just like X Plus always does. Sometimes they flop it and don't do a good job. With this one, no. They did an amazing job on this guy. So each head is just, it's awesome. I love how each one has a different look to it. The one thing that some of us are a little whiny about, and I kind of agree because I was one of the ones that said the same thing, is the pubic hair mane that this thing has on it. This thing has like a blackish look to it. It's not like the shimmery kind of golden hair that Ghidorah has. He has like the faded golden hair on his neck. This is freaking pube town. 1970s pubes all around his neck. Looks nasty, but that's the only issue that a lot of us have, and I don't really care that much. But yeah, look at the scales on this thing. The scales that make up the entire body itself. It's great. It's insane. It's amazing. Booyah! Look at the back. The back is awesome because look at that. Can you see what I see? Can you see it? Huh? Huh? What about it, boys and girls? Down the back, you can see that there is a line. It's a seam. And what that is, X Plus does this from time to time, and it's freaking awesome. That is where the suit actor gets into the back of the suit. That is the zipper / opening, whatever you want to call it, where the suit actor jumps in and out of the suit. They did the same thing with the X Plus 25cm Godzilla 71, 68, and I'm not sure who else. Those had seams going down the back, and that was pretty sick. And a lot of them have the holes in the neck where you can actually see where the suit actor could see out of the suit. That's freaking boss right there. Booyah! Now, going back to the wings, as I mentioned before, the wings are a different kind of plastic. They are a sturdier plastic, so they are not going to droop during the summer. They are not going to turn all flaccid like a freaking dude that just thought about his grandma naked. So those are pretty boss right there. You can see the just attention to detail. You can see the stems that run along the inside of the wing that all connect to each individual little spike at the end or at the tip of the wings. You can see the stems just run along. And you can see all the crinkly little like ridges inside of the wings that make it look more suit accurate, make it look more like a suit. Because that's what X Plus does. They don't just make it look like the monster itself, they make it look like the suit. Now if they're trying to make it look like the monster, that's the Gigantic series. Those things are stylized and they're boss. Rich Iso can tell you all about that. Go check him out. I'm sure all of you that are checking me out already have checked him out. Oh, back on something about the wings. Right here, the scaly part, this is a separate piece of plastic. This is actual vinyl. What they did is how the wings are attached to the body. This is something I need to discuss. The wings are attached to the body by these nubs. You can see two little nubs right there, and those plug into right there. I hope you guys can see that, but it plugs into right there. Now, the entire wing is made of that separate plastic that, excuse me, I don't remember the name of, and it actually connects to this piece of vinyl right here, the scaly vinyl piece. And that's glued on there. They slide that onto the plastic wing, and then they glue the vinyl on there. And because I can tell, because this thing is seamed, you can see that you can kind of like mess with the vinyl a little bit, you can tug on it, and yeah. And one problem I have with my wing is the fact that they actually slid my piece just on the one wing, the right wing. Yeah, right. The right wing, they slid the vinyl a little too far up the wing, so when you plug the nubs into the back, it doesn't meet flush with the body. There's a nasty crease that my OCD ass, it bothers me. But I'll just have to get over that because, I don't know. I'm not going to try to wreck this figure by fixing it myself. I do that, I'm going to be in a world of trouble when I fuck it up. Alright, so the feet. The feet are pretty badass. They're one solid color, just like the rest of the figure. The figure has some shadowing on it. You can kind of see that on the legs, I believe. It has some shadowing, some darker paint. But the feet are spray painted just gold. That's how he was in the movie. There was nothing special about his toenails. They weren't a separate color. They weren't bone white or whatever. That's just how they were. And the tails look pretty damn awesome too. I'm using the hell out of the damn thing. The tails are pretty cool. You can see how it has that fluffy, whatever you call it, at the end, the little flary feathers or whatever. I don't know what those are really. They kind of look like feathers. I don't know what you call that. Now, detail on this thing is boss. The paint job is amazing. It has a very shiny golden paint job to it, and that is sick. Oh, I forgot to mention, look at the scales in the bottom of the neck. Just like the little rigid running up the entire length of the neck all the way up to his chin. It looks pretty damn awesome. Let's talk about the fire dragon and the saucer now that you are closer. Saucer is translucent orangish vinyl. You can see that. It looks pretty damn good. You can see all the little ridges. They paid close attention to detail. The bottom, pretty plain, pretty boring. Nothing to it. I just dropped the fucking thing. And it just looks pretty cool. So that one's not as interesting, but I'm still glad to have it. Fire dragon, on the other hand, this thing is awesome. You can just, look at that, dude. Look at that. The flame is very well sculpted on this thing to make it look like it is a freaking fire dragon. But we all know that's not what it is. I think that now that I'm closer, you can probably see the little saucer that's on the inside of it, since this is translucent vinyl. And maybe, since I'm holding it on the bottom, you can see the seam that runs along, since this thing is 2 pieces. So these things are pretty cool. I like these a lot. I'm glad I got them. Are they worth $60? No. But that's just the price you pay to be an exclusive collector, like me. Not bragging or being a douchebag. That's just the way it is. Alright, so I don't really know what more to say about detail, since I am just now jumping back into the reviewing thing. I'm not doing the greatest job, but I'm doing the best job I can. Alright, let's pan back out, talk about scale and sizing. I'm going to pull all the other Destroy All Monsters figures down here, and you guys can see what this guy looks like compared to all the other X Plus Destroy All Monsters figures. Booyah! Oh, okay, you're back. Alright, yeah. So detail on this thing is obviously phenomenal because it's X Plus. Can't do any better. Alright, now let's go ahead and get out the other X Plus figures to X Plus Dam figures to display with this guy so you can see just how big he is. Whoa! So yeah, here we go. We got the entire Destroy All Monsters lineup, and it looks amazing. If you saw my newest video before this one, the entire collection video, I had them all displayed together almost exactly like this. Except Rodan was over here. Fuck you, Rodan. You're in the wrong spot, prick. But yeah, look at everything. It's awesome, man. All the monsters are in perfect scale with each other. Baragon may be a little bit too big, but who gives a fuck? I'm OCD. And thanks to my good friend David Eric Dopko, he got me, or he didn't get me, I bought from him that custom Manda 1968. That thing is amazing, dude. He sculpted it so well. It's so accurate. And me and him are the only 2 people to have that. I think he made it for somebody else, but I'm not sure. But we are the only 2 to have the entire Destroy All Monsters lineup. It's been his dream, I know from personal experience. He's talked about it a lot, to have the whole damn lineup. And now he and I do, and I can't thank him enough for that. He did a great job on the sculpt. It looks amazing. Booyah! But yeah, all the figures are in perfect scale with each other. They look great. I got all of them. And I've said that several times. I don't know what else to really say because this is my size comparison. As you can see, all the monsters fit very well with the Ghidorah. He's not too big. He's not too small, thankfully. And he's in great scale. Let me grab something else just off the shelf just so you can see another example of height. I wish I had a Ghidorah close by. I do. Hold on. Here he is. Here is my Bandai 6-inch King Ghidorah. Look at that. For 6-inch scale. Ooh, he is huge compared to this guy. Ghidorah is like Ghidorah Jr. This is what came out of Ghidorah's vagina. Got Ghidorah Jr. Shit. Stay. So that's that. Alright, that size comparison. Let's get all these suckers out of the way and end this review with style. Or with Samson style, which isn't really real style, but yeah! Alright, let's go over all the nitty-gritty things that I already talked about. As we said, detail is amazing on this thing. The paint job was very well done. It has a very awesome golden glow to it, which I am a huge fan of. If it was just like a flat gold, it'd look retarded. I don't think flat gold really exists, but whatever. The scale is awesome. This thing is ginormous, which is great. The bigger the better. Yeah. And the Rick Boy pieces are pretty cool. It'd be greater if they were a little bit bigger than a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, like everybody calls this. This is like a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Doesn't taste as good though. So yeah, scale's good. Rick Boy editions features are good. The one negative thing that will not get this guy the Figure of the Year title is the fact that it's a gamble to buy this figure, since most of the time it arrives broken. But that's not a reason not to buy it. This is an easy fix when it comes to putting it back together. You just get some crazy glue like I did, apply a decent amount, not too much, because you don't want the glue to come splooging out of the creases. That would suck, because then you got glue that will be hanging all over the place in clear sight, and nobody likes that. And when you glue it together, you got to be careful not to touch it at the seam. Try to hold it at the neck or at the foot. Don't hold it at the seam, because if the glue does come out, you're going to accidentally get it on your fingers, and then when you try to pull apart from it, the paint will rip off of the figure along with part of your skin or whatever. So paint application's good. The size is amazing. What am I missing? I don't think there's much more to say about this guy other than just the fact that he's fucking incredible. He is the figure we've all been waiting for. Aside from the broken pieces that arrive, it's great. It's awesome. Booyah! Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching my figure review. It's been a long time. I am a little rusty when it comes to doing this, because I have kind of forgotten how to do it, since I usually have a plan that I lay everything out on. But I didn't do that this time. I just kind of winged it. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Booyah to the king, and sayonara!